Today is January 19th, 2020, and I wanted to give you guys a quick update on The Rise of Skywalker. First things first, Metacritic. This has dropped from 55 to 54. This was a 5.0. It's dropped to 4.9. It's just 0.1%, but it is a drop. I want you to notice here, The Rise of Skywalker is not amongst the top 5 rated movies in 2019/2020. This is a huge problem. You can spin it, you can argue it all you want, but The Rise of Skywalker should be undoubtedly number 1. It's Star Wars, it's Disney, it's 2020. There's no argument there, and it's not even in the top 5. Little Women, seriously? Now, I've heard this is a good movie. I'm not downing Little Women, but that's not even in the realm of a blockbuster movie. Knives Out, Rian Johnson's just laughing himself to death right now. Ford vs. Ferrari, I've heard is a very good movie as well. I'm kind of shocked it's not higher. Queen and Slim, I know nothing about. And of course, Frozen is going to perform. That franchise is huge. It's Disney. Let's look at the numbers. Closing for the weekend of January 17th. The Rise of Skywalker is in 5th place. 2020. Disney, Star Wars in 5th place, making under $10 million. Jumanji, which has been out longer, is beating Star Wars. 1917, that's not a shock at all. You can see as soon as a real movie came along, Star Wars is knocked out. Doolittle, seriously, is beating Star Wars. And Bad Boys for Life is in number 1. If you would have told anyone 5-10 years ago, and Jumanji, the original Jumanji, I don't remember when it came out, but it's been over 10 years with Robin Williams. But still, if you would have told anyone 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that a movie about a board game that people get sucked into and they're running around the woods acting like fools would be beating out a Star Wars movie, that person would have smacked you in the face and called you a fucking liar. And here we are. Now, please don't misunderstand. I love Jumanji, especially the first Jumanji with Robin Williams. This is one of my top favorite movies. I love the whole concept and I enjoy the new movies as well. I don't think they're as good as the original, but they're fine. I'm not downing Jumanji. But the fact is, if someone 5 years ago told you that Jumanji would be beating Star Wars, they would have laughed at you and or smacked the shit out of you. And here we are. Rotten Tomatoes. The last video I did was roughly 2 Fridays ago talking about these numbers. This has gone up, I believe 8 or 10 more, and you can see it's dropped. It was 55 for a good while, 54, 53, and now we're here at 52. And this is probably where it's going to stay at this point, but you can see the number that they can't manipulate to 52 out of 100. That's embarrassing. And this number again is, of course, a total lie, because the last time I reported on it, it was at almost 79,000. We're talking about 15,000 more ratings, and it's still at the same number. This is a complete lie. I don't know why Rotten Tomatoes is doing this, but at some point this real number is going to have to release, or maybe they'll just keep that lie at 86%. I don't know. But anyone with half a brain knows that this is a lie, that it's not an 86, because this movie is not an 86. But outside of that, when you go from 2000, when I first started reporting on it, to now 93,000, and it's been the same number, that mathematically can't even work. It could have gone up, it could have gone down, it could have fluctuated a lot or a little, but it has to have a change. I'm not arguing that it has to be worse. This could be 97 right now and we would buy it because the number has changed. But the fact that it has not changed in 90,000 reviews shows you that it's a lie. This is complete fantasy. It would be interesting to see the real score. I would say 70 at best. It's probably between 50 and 60 is what the real number is, but who knows if Rotten Tomatoes is ever going to tell the truth here. Either way, we know, because I have been, you can look at my older videos, we know that this is a lie, because for the entire time that this movie has been out, it's been stuck at the same number, and that's just not realistic. It would have gone up or down or both. Lastly, as you can see, as of January 19th, it's a Sunday, The Rise of Skywalker is at $1,028,000,000. I'm going to be doing a very detailed video on all of this, so I don't want to get too much into it right now. It'll be out probably in the next few days. The title will be something to the effect of how exactly is The Rise of Skywalker performing at the box office. First and foremost, this thing is just scraping. I mean, it's got like 3 broken legs and it's pulling itself by its fingernails across the $1 billion line. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hear from anybody, oh, but it made $1 billion. First of all, when you struggle after 30 days to get there, you have no voice, you have no conversation. You've lost. This is an embarrassment. And I will again get much more detailed in this, but just remember, The Force Awakens made twice. The last Last Jedi made considerably more money. Rogue One is still ahead of this movie, and I've got even juicier numbers coming, but we'll get to that soon. 2 days, a week or so. The main thing I wanted to point out here is, as always, red. It's just dropping. I mean, it's just terrible. And of course, you're always going to have the weekend where it gets a bump. You can't count that. You have to look at the weekly performance. What does it do over the 7 days? And here you can see it's making, I mean, just over $1 million. That's an embarrassment. That's a total embarrassment for Star Wars. Be real. You can see it's just dropping. 36%. I mean, that's huge. Please remember, people are going to say a movie made $1 billion. There's movies and there's blockbusters. We're talking about a Star Wars movie. This is unacceptable. And there's blockbusters and then there's Star Wars, which is times 100 on crack. And this is unacceptable. I would say that not only from what I know of the overall picture of what's going on, but also if you look at the numbers, this is probably pretty accurate. It probably will. I think it's going to be much less. It's going to be about 1 million. But it's not out of the question that on Martin Luther King Monday, it could make 226. Just wanted to make a quick update. What really matters here is that a Star Wars movie in 30 days is number 5. Please remember that all Star Wars movies, while some did better than others, while some didn't do super great, they're still Star Wars. And after 30 days, none of them were in 5th place. None of them, except for maybe Solo. But Solo doesn't really count. It's not a main franchise movie, and it was a total train wreck the whole way through, being remade and redone and all that mess. A trilogy movie, number 9 of Star Wars, is in 5th place. I'll be doing a much more detailed video of all of this, really breaking down the numbers and really showing where this movie stands. Thanks again for all your support. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. May the Force be with you.
Quick shout out to Not My Star Wars. Appreciate the support. Thank you, sir.